Hello, and welcome to this comically long video about the comically long cipher, My Money Long Like a Leg, the Encyclopedia. As a prelude to this video, in case you're watching it without listening to the original song or knowing any of the background. First, I would like to advise against watching this video without first listening to the original, as since this is a bar-by-bar breakdown, I will be pausing extremely frequently, which will be a disservice to your first listen through of this song. Second, the background. This video was released by the rapper HamSandwich as a celebration for when he hit 100,000 subscribers. It is the fifth song in the series My Money Long Like a Leg, starting with My Money Long Like a Leg, then My Money Long Like a Leg, parentheses, remix, end parentheses. After that, My Money Long Like a Leg 3, penultimately adding My Money Long Like a Leg, the anthology, to celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers, and most recently, My Money Long Like a Leg, the encyclopedia. As a disclaimer, before we get into the breakdown, I do not know any of these people in the song, and you should take everything I say with enough salt to kill a man, unless the person that I'm talking about comes out and says that what I said was correct in my breakdown, even when the bar that I'm breaking down is extremely surface level. And with that being said, let us get into the breakdown.
Yes!
This is the name of two of HamSandwich's albums, and has a case for being his most recognizable ad-lib.
Yeah, cut that shit off.
HamSandwich's inner voice is cutting him off for reasons that will become clear in the next line.
Hey, bro, you gotta up your production value, bro.
This is in reference to all other My Money Long Like a Leg songs, starting off with the same or extremely similar beats.
You're at 100K, bro. The people
what are you
expect
talking
more
about?
from you, bro.
HamSandwich has reached 100,000 subscribers, and as such is expected to have a higher production value than he has had in the past. I don't entirely agree with this point, but it is the point that is being made.
No more of this shit, bro.
HamSandwich's inner voice is telling him to do better.
Where did this string come from, bro?
HamSandwich's inner voice is calling the old beat of the My Money Long Like a Leg ciphers trash and bad. Meanwhile, the other HamSandwich is wondering where the strings that are currently playing in the background came from, implying that he did not put them there.
Bro, you gotta up your production value, bro.
HamSandwich's inner voice is telling HamSandwich to increase the effort put into this song.
Come on, bring in my orchestra, bring in my...
Is this what
HamSandwich's inner voice is asking for a litany of instruments to be brought into the beat.
the people want?
bro.
Is this
HamSandwich's inner voice is looking for string instruments to be put into the beat. HamSandwich is asking himself if this is wanted.
what you think
Come
the
on,
people
man,
want?
Come on, we gotta up the value,
HamSandwich's inner voice is saying that the video and the song need more attention placed into them.
bro. We gotta up the
Right
rate
now?
around here, bro.
HamSandwich's inner voice is saying that they need to make sure that this song is one of their best.
That's the luxury tax, bro.
The luxury tax is a tax placed on luxury items. This line is saying that the added effort put into the production of this song is because it is a luxury good.
We're doing beautiful, bro. We're
HamSandwich's inner voice and HamSandwich are starting to see eye to eye.
really doing
This
this.
shit beautiful, my nigga, okay?
HamSandwich's inner voice and HamSandwich fully merge. It is now impossible to tell which version of HamSandwich is speaking, as they now agree on everything they say.
Come on, this bullshit, bro.
HamSandwich is looking for a more put-together beat.
No more of this beat you made in fucking the 12th grade, bro.
Assumedly, HamSandwich made the My Money Long Like a Leg beat when he was a senior in high school.
No more
Now
of
bring
that.
in my drum.
HamSandwich is asking for drums to be brought into the beat.
Bring in my drums, boy.
HamSandwich is still asking for drums to be brought into the beat.
Bring in the fucking drums,
After this line, drums come in, adding to the beat.
bro. Fucking drums.
As of the last line, there are now drums on the beat, so I am unsure as to why HamSandwich is still asking for drums.
Bring in my fucking 808, bro.
808s refer to the sound of the Roland TR-808, which is a low, bass-like sound.
What the fuck did you think this was, bro? This is
HamSandwich is wondering what you, the listener, thought this song was going to be.
leg, bro. This is leg.
This is the My Money Long Like a Leg, the Encyclopedia cipher.
Yeah, this is the fucking 108 special, nigga.
As said in the intro and multiple other places in the cipher breakdown, this song was made to celebrate HamSandwich reaching 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube. In case you didn't know, this song is split into 6 sections, each being named after a part of the leg, and each being its own separate track on all streaming platforms.
Give it to him, Shwabadi.
Schwab is short for Shwabadi, who is the first person on this cipher.
My money long as the time since I last dropped.
This bar is odd, as when it was written and performed, it was likely closer to what Shwabadi wanted to convey. However, when the song was released, Shwabadi had released his Deltarune Susie track, Bad Kid, 2 weeks prior.
The runtime attracts in my backlog.
Shwabadi has made a lot of music and thus has a large backlog.
Your money shot is the leash of a bad dog.
Bad dogs typically have a short leash to make sure that they cannot get too far away and cause too much trouble.
My money is longer than Mexican standoff.
Mexican standoffs, especially in movies, have the reputation of 2 people standing quite a distance away from each other, waiting to pull out their guns and shoot each other.
My money longer than Blu-ray extended editions of Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is a famously long movie trilogy, and Shwabadi is saying that his money is longer than the movies even after they have been extended with more content.
Your bank is dry and unfortunate thing.
Dry, in this case, means empty. Shwabadi is saying you, the listener, don't have any money.
You fuckers ain't gonna sauce on your wings.
This line is saying both that you do not have any money to afford the sauce on your wings, something that is typical and comes at a cheap to no price, and is also a callback to the last line about how your bank is dry, like wings without sauce. Additionally, when wings do not have sauce, one would typically use what is known as a dry rub.
My money long like ring long land.
This bar references the Long Ring Long Land arc from One Piece, an island where the animals and wildlife are extremely long. There was also quite a bit of filler added to the anime version of this arc, making it too long.
Long like index on King Kong hand.
King Kong is a giant ape, and the index finger is one of the largest fingers on the hand. So King Kong's index finger must be very large.
And like a TikTok binge watch clips on spam.
TikTok feeds you videos that keeps you on their platform for longer periods of time, making binging videos a very easy thing to do for a long amount of time.
Longer than Guinness or a ping pong match.
The Guinness Book of World Records has the longest ping pong match listed as 13 hours, 37 minutes, and 6 seconds.
Long like the Long Johns on Long John Silver.
For someone to be known as Long John Silver, their Johns must be quite long.
Longer than the estimate completion date from all job builders.
Odd jobs are jobs that one takes not in service of their careers, so an odd job builder's estimation date would probably be quite a ways away since it would not be their main focus.
Longer than the lap of our world.
ConnorQuest money is, quite abstractly, longer than 365, sometimes 366, days.
Longer than my dick. Stargirl.
ConnorQuest is likely inferring that he has a large penis, and that Stargirl has seen his penis. I cannot verify either of these 2 ideas.
My money long like a leg with a foot on your neck and the platform docks.
Legs are generally the longest limb of a body, and adding a platform boot, like Doc Martens, would only make it longer. This is also, obviously, in reference to the name of the song.
You and your bitch at the end of my strap.
Strap, in this context, refers to both a gun and a strap-on dildo, I believe based on the context from the rest of this verse.
Like is you throwing it back or not?
Are you, the listener, throwing your ass back, twerking, or are you not doing so?
You know about my body, girl, don't be a stranger.
Either you, the listener, if you're female, or you're the listener's girlfriend, have had sex with Stargirl and are thus familiar with her body.
Hear that cha-ching and I know it's gonna change her.
Here, Stargirl implies that your girlfriend is a gold digger and will leave you because Stargirl has more money.
But on that did just to get on my anger.
This refers to Stargirl telling someone to bounce on it, Dio. Crazy style, Dio.
They couldn't ride on my wave, I'm a flinger.
A flanger is an audio tool that creates a duplicate of an audio signal, or a wave in this case, that follows the original.
Bitch, who you comparing?
Do not compare youngster to anyone.
And I might be a youngster, but I'm still your parent.
Youngster is playing off of their name, saying that they may be young, as in their name, but they are still your parent, and they are sunning you, in a matter of speech.
They hear what I rap and they parent.
Here, Youngster claims that everybody copies them. This is not true, however, in the braggadocious culture of rap music, it is something that is quite normal.
But I'm a new animal, Shwabadi the arm bearing.
Shwabadi is publicly a furry, and his persona is a bear that he has named Bear Batty.
My money longer than time that these niggas been dragging the beef on the timeline.
Youngster says that people keep drama alive for far too long and make all of it public.
Last time I rapped like a lawyer, but this time I'm killing the beat that might give me a lifetime, bitch.
Here, Youngster says that in the last track, My Money Long Like a Leg, the anthology, he was much more formal, but this time he went much crazier.
My money long like the Irish.
This line is in reference to the 3.5-hour long movie, The Irishman.
And I've been the Hoffa, I know they gon' plot on my ass.
Jimmy Hoffa was a labor union leader that mysteriously disappeared one day. Yayu is likely saying that what they are doing is good and people want to tear them down for it.
We still don't got enough processing power to display the number of dollars I have.
Yayu's money is too long to be shown anywhere.
He'll
Hilbert's Hotel got some housekeeping. My money long as that walk to serve all of the guests.
Hilbert's Hotel is a paradox where a hotel at max capacity with infinite rooms can still accommodate an infinite number of more guests. Therefore, Yayu's money might as well be infinite.
You can get dropped for your drop in the bucket, so budget for when I come knocking again.
Make sure that you have enough money to pay Yayu when they come and ask for it.
My money long like a young thug ad-lib.
WulfBoi starts an ad-lib after this bar that lasts the entirety of his verse, in parody of the long ad-libs that Young Thug does.
The boy show his ass and go viral like Mastiff.
I assume this is to refer to Mastiff, stylized with a 4 instead of an A, and the fact that they either have an OnlyFans or have posted their ass on Twitter.
My money long like the time that it takes me to come. Yo girl call me UPS package.
WulfBoi takes a long time to ejaculate when having sex. They are having sex with your girlfriend, and UPS takes a long time to deliver packages.
One's out of order like the movie Challenger.
The Challengers movie cost $55 million to make and produce.
Holding two dicks like the movie Challenger.
In the movie Challengers, the audience follows Tashi, played by Zendaya, Patrick Zweig, played by Josh O'Connor, and Art Donaldson, played by Mike Feist, in a love triangle between the three.
You hear rat-a-tat like old binging with Babish bitch.
Rat-a-tat was the background video that Binging with Babish used in his older videos. He does not use it anymore, as it is a licensed song, and license is apparently a friggin' fortune, according to Binging with Babish on Reddit.
My money long like my dog Scooby sandwiches.
Scooby-Doo is a gluttonous heathen who eats too much for his own well-being, including sandwiches that are objectively too long.
My money long like it is pi or something other like it high numbers.
Pi is famously infinite. However, if he wanted to, TheManBeHisLa could have used E, as it is another mathematical constant that continues to go on forever.
So the sky, what's another brother? Come on, try.
The sky is very high, no matter how you define the sky versus space.
Money looking like the list of rhymes I could write if I wanted.
Some regard TheManBeHisLa as one of the best rhymers in all of nerdcore.
My money in its area is comparing to the Zenith crafting tree in Terraria.
The Zenith is a sword in Terraria that requires 10 different swords to craft, some of the swords required to craft the Zenith requiring other swords themselves to craft.
With the lengths it takes me to make a new song.
The last two videos on TheManBeHisLa's channel have a 4-month gap between them. Before that, it was 3 months, and before that, it was 2 months.
All my money taken.
Combining how long it would take to craft the Zenith in Terraria and how long it takes for TheManBeHisLa to make a song, TheManBeHisLa's money must be very long.
My money long like
Setup line.
my money long like when both teams tie up and rival.
In Marvel Rivals, when a tiebreaker is needed, 2 more rounds are added to the end of the game.
My money long like
Setup line.
my pockets blowing up, them hoes about to go viral.
Blowing up is slang for something gaining quick, almost immediate popularity or virality.
Taking them up like damn.
Setup line.
If I had one more bill, that shit leaning like Mike.
Tables' money is stacked so tall that it is leaning at a near 45-degree angle.
My paper extend like reactions from Dante.
The streamer I Am Dante apparently takes a long time to react to the content he watches. From what I've seen, he has made an almost 10-minute reaction video to a 2.5-minute long song, something that I personally would never do.
My grub span for a surplus of mile.
Guap is slang for money, and Tables' money is miles long.
My money's so damn long.
Setup line.
It's like the length of this song.
According to people who are on the track and have reacted to the song, there were rules set for your verse, 2 of which were that you cannot sing, and you cannot use the long, my money long like this song. itsjeesh did both of these things and had his verse cut short.
Can I do it again?
HamSandwich is undisturbed by death and will kill again if he deems it necessary.
Huh?
Adlib.
Get your legs out.
Setup line.
We manspreading all 2025.
Manspreading is the spreading of one's legs to avoid making one's testicles uncomfortable. It is generally seen as a disrespectful act.
Section 2. The knee.
Yeah,
Adlib.
my money long like spaghetti noodle.
Spaghetti is a long noodle.
Hit the head, no hooping, homie Steffi suit you get metal suited like you like salute.
In basketball, hit the head means to redo the last play. However, the no hoopin' portion after that seems to mean that he is not talking about basketball. Stephen Curry is a famous basketball player for the Golden State Warriors who will shoot you with a gun. Lex Luthor is often depicted in a large metal suit that he uses to fight against Superman.
I'ma wet your boy up after wedding you up.
TyWild will have sex with your partner after making you bleed.
Bet they leg as soon as I can step into.
People run when TyWild approaches.
Doing me some credit, doing not the best to do.
This could be referring to the phrase giving credit where it's due, and TyWild is saying that he deserves the credit, or it could mean that TyWild was using his credit card and needs to pay back his credit card company to raise his credit score.
hit the bed, I'm snoozing all the rest of you.
TyWild is sleeping on you, which is slang for not recognizing you for what you can do.
My money long like the One Piece series.
As of filming, One Piece has 1,176 chapters and has been going on for 25 years.
Double fruit jackpot, I'm rolling cherries.
Cherries has many meanings, however the two most likely, in this case, are breasts or virgins.
My money give me whatever I cherish.
DeltaDeez says that money does in fact make you happy.
Brand new marriage.
This is the first of many lines to be misspelt in the video of this song. What this line is supposed to be is 2 blunts, 2 hoes, and some brand new merits, not it's a brand new merits. What this means is that DeltaDeez smokes a lot of weed, has a lot of sex, and is earning many awards.
My money long, story less long.
DeltaDeez has a lot of money, however the story behind how he got his money is short, or he does not wish to tell it.
I get you hitting and pay for the headstone.
DeltaDeez will kill you and use your money to buy your gravestone.
Baby, I'm more plugged in a death.
When your phone runs out of batteries, you should plug it in to recharge it. Being plugged in is slang for being in the know and knowing what is hip or cool.
My money long like 3 wishes from Shenron.
Shenron is an Eastern dragon from the Dragon Ball franchise that grants wishes to whoever collects all 7 Dragon Balls.
Get your legs out.
Adlib.
Hey, my money long like a nap.
Sometimes, when you lie down for a nap in the middle of the day, you sleep for longer than you expect to.
I feel like I'm snaps. Yo, girl been calling me dad.
Your, the listener's, girlfriend is calling MixWilliams dad. Daddy is a term that has been sexualized and is likely what he is referring to in this line.
These rappers are honestly bad.
Other rappers are not as good as MixWilliams. This is not entirely true, however in the braggadocious culture of rap music, this does make sense.
And she make it clap for me.
Your, the listener's, girlfriend is twerking for MixWilliams.
I call my steel NyQuil. I put your ass to
NyQuil is a cold medicine that helps aid in headaches and cold symptoms. His steel gun will put you to sleep, kill you.
around your favorite rapper, master.
MixWilliams will kill your favorite rapper, turning them into an angel, complete with a halo. Halo is the series that Master Chief hails from.
Money longer than the time it takes to get a verse back from me.
Apparently, MixWilliams is not timely when it comes to giving back verses that he says he will do.
Or longer than how tall you think I am, because you never seen me in person.
According to many who have met him in person, MixWilliams is not a tall man. I cannot confirm this statement.
My money long like it's Big Smoke Sorter.
In the game Grand Theft Auto: San Andreas, the character Big Smoke orders 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
I'm in the whip with 2 9s.
9 is a double entendre in this line, referring to both the first part of Big Smoke's order and guns. However, I will say that Big Smoke's order does contain 3 9s.
Sick as your bitch, but I'm just rapping through.
CamSteady is taking out your, the listener's, girlfriend on a date. However, the date will only be to a drive-through fast food restaurant.
Ooh, you take a turn at the back of the line.
The line being referred to in this line is the line to have sex with your, the listener's, girlfriend.
Logged into my LinkedIn in 5 years.
CamSteady hasn't needed to get a quote-unquote real job since 2020.
My degree better than most of the guys here.
CamSteady graduated from the top film school in the US, likely USC, possibly NYU. There are other colleges that are in the running for top film school, however none are as likely as USC.
I was like 19 the first time I tried beer.
CamSteady started drinking beer before he was legally supposed to.
Now I get high with my guy Mir.
Mir Blackwell and CamSteady get high together, although I am unclear about the implication of this line, as it seems what CamSteady is trying to say is that he was a good kid and didn't drink until he was more than old enough to, and now he is a delinquent who smokes weed. However, he was 2 years under the legal age to drink, so I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting this line. Maybe it's saying that CamSteady has always been a rough delinquent.
Clank and Cryogonal, you and your brodies are name and just laugh.
Klinklang and Cryogonal are fairly forgettable Pokemon. Not necessarily unnamed, but definitely laughable in their forgettableness.
Flicking up phonies who frankly are past.
Tid is either barely glancing at someone who is not being genuine, or is threatening to stab them with a switchblade. Tid is also saying that whoever they are talking about in this line are just barely good enough.
Flow sharing, I can't share the actual.
Tid will share the flow, or the song, with people, but they will not share the actual, which is likely money.
Show me the facts.
Tid is asking someone to show them the real money.
My money longer than the GameCube controller's new cord length.
The new GameCube controller's cord is approximately 10 feet, 3 meters if you wish to be wrong, long.
It's time
You don't
to
even
bed.
sip, you don't pour or drink.
You, the listener, don't drink alcohol or even pour alcohol for other people.
Don't ego trip, you act more like.
When you, the listener, do things to make yourself feel more important, what you are actually being is dull and uninspiring.
Whatever those folks say.
Tid is saying to disregard what other people are saying.
My money long than a motherfucker.
Motherfucker is a long-ish word, being 12 characters long.
Just give him a little off the top, call that shit a light fade.
A little off the top and a light fade are both terms used in hairstyling. However, in this context, I believe TrueEvilVillain to be saying that he will blow your top off or shoot you in the head.
The bros be on a night range.
Elden Ring Night Rain is a multiplayer roguelike game.
For the whole hood cause of light migration.
I believe the bar here says gentrified, however, Genius and the lyric video have it listed as generified, which is not a real word. It could mean that TrueEvilVillain is causing his hood to become richer, which is typically signified by white or lighter skin-toned people into a location, or in the case that the bar does use generified, he is making his hood more generic in the American sense that a lot of white people are entering. This would typically be done because there is more money being poured into an area.
My bitch bad, she resembles Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan is an American actress, producer, director, activist, and a beautiful woman.
So much money niggas decide I ain't famous.
People tend to think of rich people as famous, especially extremely rich people.
Money lower than an anime time dilation.
In many anime, events take much longer in the real world than they do in the anime. For example, the fake Karakura Town arc in Bleach is 108 chapters long, over 2 years if a chapter is released every week, which they were not, and takes place over the course of 6 hours within the universe.
Could probably afford to buy a small Thai nation.
Thai nations are stereotypically impoverished. However, you would still need quite a lot of money to be able to purchase any nation.
My money long like the nose of my barrel. It's mostly the narrow inside of my pocket.
The barrel of a gun is typically the longest part of it, especially guns that can be easily carried around. Additionally, to me, this sounds like Dead Boy Kez is saying dinero, which is the Italian term for money in abstract contexts.
My money long like the line with some barrel. My arm braille dance on you quick if you talk.
I do not know what Dead Boy Kez means in this line. I can feel in my soul that there is something I'm missing, however, for the life of me, I cannot tell you what the wordplay is or means. However, it is also possible, as we will see later on in the cipher, that the lyrics were misspelled.
My money long like a roots on Kaguya tree, bitch. I see beef and stop.
The god tree in Naruto is so large that looking at it in its entirety allows you to see the curve of the world.
My money long as the roots and Kaguya weed, bitch. I need tree to blossom.
This implies that the god tree from Naruto starts as a weed before growing into a full tree.
My money long like an awkward silence.
SoulTayshi goes a few seconds not really saying anything after this point, which is awkward because it throws off the flow of the song.
Yeah.
Filler line. Filler line. Filler line.
Dad, I want the violence.
SoulTayshi will not be quiet because he wants to rap.
My money long cause of TikTok.
SoulTayshi makes content on TikTok and earns money from their content.
If I'm okay, bitch, your bitch, what?
If SoulTayshi is on the television or a recording of them is being played, your, the listener's, girlfriend will only be paying attention to them.
Me and her lip lock.
SoulTayshi is kissing your partner.
Ziploc, I get the bag.
Bag in this case refers to money, and Ziploc is a brand that creates plastic bags.
And I might put a ham sandwich in it cause he gave me a black eye.
School lunches, in movies especially, are often depicted with a sandwich in a plastic bag. The second part of this may have to do with a basketball game at a nerdcore partycon.
I mean, it was an accident and a long time ago, and he did say sorry, but I hold grudges, so fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Again, this possibly relates to a basketball at Nerdcore PartyCon, however I do not know for sure, as I have never attended a Nerdcore PartyCon.
What? You're just now explaining the controls?
This is a line from the Super Smash Bros. Series, said by Falco of the Star Fox series. It is a fourth wall breaking line, referencing how in the Star Fox games, the characters will have voice lines that explain the controls, however only after the controls would needed to be used.
Hey, my money long like a flight to the States.
Depending on where you are starting, a flight to the United States can take a long time. I don't know how long the flight from 757's location to the States is. However, based on the evidence of this one line, it is probably a long time.
Down in the nether, they gassed in places.
The Ghast and the Blaze are both mobs that can be found in the nether in the game Minecraft.
Cyber enhancer, you choom is this base.
Choom is a common curse used in the cyberpunk settings.
I'm doing shrooms, my Goombas lane. Some dudes I ain't naming.
Goomba is slang for a close friend for Italian Americans, and assumedly the other people 757 Shay is doing shows with are people he is either ashamed of mentioning or will get in some form of trouble for naming.
Money long as Donkey Kong in the game, bitch.
The original Donkey Kong came out in 1981, 45 years ago.
Tommy
gun, we saw him run as we came in.
757 Shay is inferring that people do not want to mess with them because they do in fact have a large gun.
Tired as fuck, but no one fucking with Shay, bitch.
757 Shay is tired, however no one will mess with them. The announcement of what this section of the song is called, being after the first verse has finished, may relate back to the intro of this section about instructions coming too late. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is an extremely long word, so long in fact that Lime King won't even say the whole thing. Lime King's posse will not hesitate to shoot you. Pole is slang for gun, and Lime King is saying that he will never not be ready to shoot someone. Stick is another word for gun, and hit would mean to fire in this instance. So Lime King's gun will shoot rapidly like a drum roll before an announcement. This also may refer to the drum of a larger gun rolling to unload all of its ammunition. Buttholes are generally clenched. However, Lime King is referring to the trigger of his gun in this line and not a literal butthole.
You said that you're made, bitch!
Setup line.
She asked me if I'm up, though!
Your, the listener's, girlfriend is talking to Lime King even though she is dating you.
That bitch waiting for me when I come home!
There's a beautiful woman waiting for Lime King to get home.
She's the one that's finna come, though!
Even though there's a beautiful woman waiting for Lime King to come home, she will be the one that is ejaculating.
Mama, you longer than hospital wait time.
Hospitals stereotypically have quite long wait times, especially in Canada, a country that has single-payer healthcare, and also stereotypically even longer wait times.
As long as the space.
In a now-deleted stream, ActiMatatabi has revealed that whoever edited her verse in the video somehow messed up while writing the captions. In this stream, she also released a document with what her verse should be. Most of the lyrics are correct, however where they are wrong I will correct them. For instance, this line should be shit about as long as the space-time. Space-time is a mathematical concept that fuses the 3 dimensions of space with the 1 dimension of time, and as such is long to a point of incomprehensibility.
Tilted towers from this house on the lakeside.
In the Battle Royale game Fortnite, the location Tilted Towers is close to the location Loot Lake. So, from a house around Loot Lake, you would be able to see Tilted Towers.
Long bread, back and back in when I bake my.
This line should be, long bread, bag a baguette when I bake mine. A baguette is a long loaf of bread that typically comes in a bag if you buy it from the store. ActiMatatabi is also a professional baker, so she would be baking bread by herself.
Suicide doors is a baseline.
Suicide doors are an expensive feature on cars, so having them as a baseline would mean that ActiMatatabi is willing to spend an exorbitant amount of money on a car.
Diamond doesn't diamonds dumb as a baseline.
All of you are as common as 10 out of 12 and should not expect diamonds.
Time is money, mine is funny, I make wine.
This line should be, time is money, minus funny, I make wine. The video editor for this section, either 757 Shay or Blacks, heard time is money, mine is funny, which were the lyrics in the Rick Ross song, Lay Back. The correct line might have something to do with wealth detracting from one's enjoyment of life. However, I make wine seems to only act as a setup for the next line.
On the sunny side, I'm under the grapevine.
Sunny side could mean that ActiMatatabi is looking at the bright side of things, and grapevine is seemingly only used to tie back to make wine from the last section, as wine is typically made from grapes.
Look, bitch.
Setup line.
My money long like a mad girl text message.
There is a stereotype that women type long text messages, especially when they are mad.
Fat nigga, I'ma eat, then I get second.
Shofu is a large man and likes to eat a lot.
You will not kill yourself, that's the best method.
If you are against Shofu, your best course of action is to end your own life.
Money longer than Sakura forehead.
There is a running joke in the Naruto series that the character Sakura Haruno has a large forehead.
Would you rather end up in a box or a warm bed?
Shofu is asking if you would like to go home safe or die, a rhetorical question that is more a statement telling you to leave.
Money long like obtuse rubber gooses.
Obtuse Rubber Goose is one of the items that Timmy Turner turns Vicky into in the intro song of the Fairly Odd Parents.
Money long like pi and hypotenuse.
Pi is famously infinite, and hypotenuses are the longest sides of a right triangle.
My money long like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit are long movies that are all part of one overarching story.
That made my wallet big as Munfu Prophet.
Munfu Prophet is a large man and a reactor who has reacted to nerdcore in the past.
I'm counting this money, I'm lining my pocket.
This bar should be lining my pockets, meaning that Is That Frost is making a lot of money.
And I ain't no dumb, you can't let the feds out.
Is That Frost is not dumb and cannot let the police catch and kill him.
No, it ain't legal unless fast rap up on it.
It would not be a My Money Long Like a Leg song if Is That Frost is not a part of it.
We go back for band, but you're switching the top.
If someone compares their money to the money of Is That Frost, they will want to change topics, likely because he would have more money than them.
BATMs if you talking robotic.
BATM generally refers to a Bitcoin automated teller machine, which are machines made to aid in the purchase or sales of cryptocurrencies, namely Bitcoin.
Fucking clankers, I hate you!
Clanker is a slur for robots originating in Star Wars. It has recently grown in the modern era to mean AI, or robots in general.
My money long like the healing procedure of radial fractures from people pleaser.
Radial fractures are the breaking of bones in the forearm, generally taking approximately 10 or so weeks to heal.
That may not react to feeling weaker after tripping on a trip to the Regal Theater.
I believe FreshyKanal is talking about himself in this verse, and that he broke his arm after tripping on his way to go watch a movie.
Because essentially you don't want to make a deal out of your own misery when people have shit to do, but your arm may be broken, maybe not.
FreshyKanal does not want to bother others with his pain. Because people have things to do, FreshyKanal is diverting attention from himself by saying that your, the listener's, arm may be broken or may not be.
That's about the length my financial status can comparatively equate.
This line is cut off, however, from context clues we can assume that FreshyKanal would have said something about the healing of a broken arm. KevInCrust currently only has one video on his YouTube channel, being the Ben 10 rap cipher from 2 years ago.
I got a standard to uphold.
Although KevInCrust projects take a long time to come out, it is because he is putting a lot of time and effort into them so that they can be the best that they can be.
Purebred rapper, so I cup it, don't fall.
Multiple lines in this verse relate KevInCrust's last name to bread, this being the first of which. Pure bread, B-R-E-A-D, in this context, being a stand-in for pure bread, B-R-E-D, meaning that he was made to be a rapper. Cut and fold are both things you could do to bread, and fold likely refers to the move in poker where you surrender your hand and forfeit your chances at winning the round.
Oh, but you see all that green on my back, it ain't mold.
Mold can come in many colors, however most instances of it depicted as green. However, since KevInCrust's green is not mold, it is most likely money that he is referring to. Mold is also something that can grow on bread.
But you know that I be breaking it.
Breaking bread means to share a meal with someone. However, I believe KevInCrust is referring to money as bread is another word for money.
Every feature offer, I be taking it.
If KevInCrust is asked to feature on a song, he will say yes.
Every single frame of the Danny Phantom cipher, I've been making it.
KevInCrust is making the Danny Phantom cipher, however it is taking a long time to do.
Yeah, like your mom, it's coming, just trust. So take a ham sandwich, don't cut off the crust.
The first part of this line ties back to the last line, saying that he is making it, and in this line implies that what he is making is your mother climax. HamSandwich is the main creator of this cipher, and sandwiches are typically made with bread. Some people will cut the crust off of the bread when making a sandwich, and KevInCrust is saying not to do that as a play off of his last name.
Hey!
Come on, fucks! What are you doing?
This line, and the one immediately after it, are another reference to a Star Fox series Super Smash Bros. Taunt, this time being spoken by Peppy and Slippy respectively. The lines reference the fact that Peppy has the most lines of dialogue in all of Star Fox 64.
Be quiet, you old fogey!
Fogey is a term for someone old-fashioned, more specifically with their takes and ideals.
My money's longer than me dating Pokemon.
Hey God, that's not true.
Multiple lines of this verse use old clips of Pokemon using slurs that GameboyJones plays off of. For instance, in this line, GameboyJones says that he is dating Pokemon for a long time. A clip is then put in of her saying that it is untrue.
I love you too.
Pokemon just said that the two were not dating, however GameboyJones seemingly ignores this for the sake of comedy.
Longer than me waking up to hit snooze. The hit snooze. The hit snooze.
GameboyJones stays asleep long after when he sets for his alarm for.
Longer than me and yours pay gap is.
Only lame niggas say that shit.
GameboyJones makes more money than the difference of your, the listener's, money and his money, which is an inherently true statement, as having a number and subtracting a separate number from the first number will result in a smaller number than the original number. Pokemon then calls him out and says that only lame people say that.
Reese about to get let go.
Setup line, however, this is a play off of Reeslet's name.
Know if it keeps taking longer, my money is broke.
Oh my God.
Reeslet apparently takes a long time to get back to GameboyJones, either for verses or music videos.
My money long like a story from your grandpa.
There's a stereotype of old people taking a long time to tell their stories.
You got a short temper, you listen to keep that man happy.
In this hypothetical scenario, your grandfather has a short temper and you should listen to his story to keep him happy. This is a bad breakdown. I admit it.
We talking about how he met your grandma in the club when his pee-pee was dangling. That's how he made your Aunt Abby.
Your grandfather told you how he had sex with your grandmother and conceived your aunt.
Interrupted the story, told him you had a headache.
You told your grandfather to stop. According to the song, it is because you had a headache. However, it could also be inferred that you did not want to hear about the sex life of your grandparents.
Keep Molly whopped you right in your breastplate, made your chest cave.
Your grandfather hit you in the chest and knocked you out.
Woke up in the hospital the next day.
After you were knocked out, you woke up in the hospital 1 day later.
Basically, my money longer than the analogy that I just gave.
Nemraps' money is longer than the entirety of his verse.
Money too long, this a news outbreak.
The news is reporting on the length of DigzdProphecy's money.
Long as the nose on Usopp.
Usopp is a character from the series One Piece who has a large nose because he is vaguely based off of the folklore character Pinocchio, whose nose grows when he lies, and also the Tengu from Japanese mythology, who also have long noses.
They never ever stop it, you confuse our way.
DigzdProphecy will never stop, but he will wait for you to comprehend what that means.
Bankroll too long, need to move out space. That's
DigzdProphecy has too much money that he needs to clear space to place his roll of paper money.
great. You can hate, don't think you can stop this.
Even if you hate on DigzdProphecy or Nerdcore as a whole, your opinion will not change the fact that it will continue to go on.
Money too long, like my anime watch list.
DigzdProphecy is a big anime fan and wants to watch a lot of anime.
We always
in stock refers to items that are being sold and how much of the items there are. DigzdProphecy is saying that he will always make music because there is an infinite stock. DigzdProphecy has been rapping for so long that his verse is now over.
My money long like a run-on sentence.
Run-on sentences are multiple sentences mashed together to form one sentence through the use of excessive commas. This is typically seen as bad writing practice, but as by just replacing the commas with periods and capitalizing the first word after the period would allow for the separation of thoughts and clear up the reading for anyone who would be reading the sentences. Yes, in the script this is all one big sentence. There is a period to be seen in this annotation because that is a joke. Isn't that so funny that I'm explaining the joke? Haha, please laugh. This is supposed to be a comedy video, for as much as it does also break down every bar in the song. The single breakdown of this one line is 132 words long.
Commas endless. No, you can't hold it.
As said before, a run-on sentence is the combination of multiple sentences using commas instead of periods. I'm not making the same joke twice. I'm not that unfunny. Ignore every other time I've done it in this video, and every time I will do it in the future.
I'm a flex OD. It just kept growing.
Geno 5 has a lot of money or drugs, and they will get more.
But this come with some perks like his meds on me.
Percocets are mild painkillers and are often shortened to perks. In this context, perks is both a Percocet and medicine, but also benefits from having something.
Let's know these numbers stay up, fuck a exponent.
An exponent is a math term for numbers that are made smaller and placed to the top and right of other numbers. When an exponent is placed, you would multiply the large number by themselves an amount of times equal to the amount in the exponent.
Used to go to the money, I step slowly.
In the past, Geno 5 was getting money slowly.
Now I got blues chasing me like the feds, homie.
Blues likely refers to $100 bills and the bands of blue on the bills. And, like the feds, is referring to the blue stripe on the police remembrance flag.
Me, you niggas poor like...
Geno 5 is saying that you do not have any money. This is also a setup for the next line.
This for the dead homies.
This and the previous line reference the saying, pour one out for the homies, which connects back to the practice of pouring an alcoholic beverage over the grave of a dead friend.
My money longer than Mandingo's multiply.
Mandingo's multiply is a playful saying that Mandingo men don't cheat, but rather have multiple partners.
Fly wrap around the world like a BBC belt.
The only thing that I can find a BBC belt to be is the belt for a big block Chevy engine, which is not all that long, so I do not believe that is what she is referring to.
Bitch, my money longer than Cookie Run Kingdom Arena with the fast forward button unticked, bitch.
This slide is almost definitely misspelt, as I'm almost positive antique is supposed to be unticked. As someone who does play Cookie Run Kingdom, the arena does take a long time if you cannot fast forward, especially if both teams are in the meta or close to it.
My money longer than my money shorter, that's the theory of relative monetary physics.
Something will always be longer than that same thing is short because of the connotations of the word. Relative physics is something else. I don't understand what it is, so I cannot break it down.
Money longer than the time I spent contemplating spoiling One Piece for real this time, but Ham said no, so I didn't.
In the last cipher, My Money Long Like a Leg, the anthology, pesopete ended her verse saying,
Fucking with Peso, I'll spoil One Piece!
Sanji's dead!
This was a lie, as Sanji did not, and as of writing the script, has not died in the One Piece anime or manga. And this time, HamSandwich allegedly told pesopete not to spoil One Piece, so she didn't, but she did spend a long time contemplating doing so.
Longer than a constipated person shit tan.
When someone is constipated, they have a hard time going to the bathroom, so when they do it, it takes a long time.
Money longer than my dick, unfortunately.
Pesopete has more money than the length of her penis. It is debatable whether or not this is a good thing. Would a dick longer than a
constipated person shit tan
be too big? I personally think that as long as a dehydrated person pissing is plenty enough and probably has a great personality and remembers important dates to boot.
Section 4. The Calf.
My money so long ago here to Japan.
CamGod is from California, and to get from California to Japan, you do have to cross the majority of the Pacific Ocean.
Texted your bitch and she said she a fan.
Your, the listener's, partner is a fan of CamGod and has their number.
I ain't finna fight, have bro handle your man.
CamGod does not want to fight, and someone needs to keep him and your mans apart from each other.
Bounce on my dick, she get all on my glands.
Bounce on my dick is a phrase that means sex, and glands are part of the body that secrete something such as sweat, saliva, or hormones. In this case, CamGod is referring to his penis and saying that your, the listener's, girlfriend bounces on it, Dio. Crazy style, Dio.
If I were to Rolly, get Audemars then.
Rolly refers to Rolex in this context, a luxury watch brand. Audemars is also a luxury watch brand. So if you do not like Rolexes, you should go and get an Audemars.
Why is you talking? You ain't got no motion.
CamGod will not talk to anyone if they do not have any money.
Put all the rap and start handling pens.
Get in the kitchen, little bro.
My money long on my legacy.
The story of Chi-Chi will live on for a long time.
Oh, sure, but you can't get ahead of me.
Chi-Chi is not very tall. Looking at this picture, she is about 2/3 the height of Divide Music, who is admittedly quite a tall man.
Kicking your shins, crush your balls like they tin, cause you know I ain't doing this shit for free.
Chi-Chi will harm you physically if you do not pay her.
Who was it? I don't do this for free.
You should pay Chi-Chi.
Either crushing your socks or you're paying my fee.
Once again, Chi-Chi will physically harm you if you do not pay her.
And don't think you can play or rank up by your feet.
Chi-Chi will kidnap you, and you cannot run or call the International Rescue Committee.
Yeah, your boss ain't no wall if you give me my
Chi-Chi will make it so that you cannot have children if you do not pay her. Just give her the money she's owed. Pine trees themselves are not all that tall or long when compared to other trees, the tallest being the sugar pine, ranked 21st in the Wikipedia list of tallest trees. However, it is still 237 feet and 9.6 inches, or 83.45 meters if you want to be wrong. The Dollar Tree adlib is likely because Freest is talking about money and trees, since the Dollar Tree logo is not and does not bear any resemblance to a pine tree.
My money long in a pine.
Another meaning for pine is to miss someone. Long also has a similar definition. So Freest money wants to be with them. Bark for me is a term used by dominant people, typically in a sexual sense, when talking to their submissive partner.
My money long.
Filler line.
Lepus Europeus. Lucky rabbit.
Lepus europheus is the scientific name for the species European hare, which are connected to rabbits. And rabbits are often hand in hand with luck, especially their feet.
Freest is the vocal.
Freest is openly a furry, and their fursona is a rabbit. I do not know the name of this fursona, as it is less public knowledge than Bear Batty is.
My money long.
Leg it or die.
Vegas is one of the most recognizable places for betting or gambling, and college basketball ends in early April, just after March. So people are placing larger bets, most likely.
Your money gone.
Friedrich Engels and Karl Marx were close friends, so close in fact that they created Marxism together, and the ends of your wallet are even closer than the two of them, meaning that you have little to no money.
My money long like my horn.
Damn Dahlia is a virtual YouTuber / Twitch streamer that uses a demon avatar instead of her real face to stream.
Shut up. Longer than your man's lasted with porn.
Damn Dahlia is saying that your, the listener's, boyfriend ejaculates quickly.
He's up on his data, but stuck like a beta.
Your, the listener's, boyfriend is using all of his data to watch porn, however he cannot have any actual sex.
You know he gon' pray for the day where he tear my leg.
This statement is correct.
He be begging.
Yes, I am.
Hard like the pavement, I stick like a kite.
Damn Dahlia will step hard on your, the listener's, boyfriend's erect penis.
You want me to strap it, but I ain't inclined.
In this context, strap it refers to a strap-on dildo, saying that your, the listener's, boyfriend wants Damn Dahlia to peg him. However, she will not do this.
That shit was horny. It's just what my mind do.
According to this line, Damn Dahlia is very constantly horny. I cannot verify this statement. However, instead of this, it may tie back to her VTuber avatar having horns on their head where the mind is.
My money long like the whole world had joined in a conga.
A conga is a dance where people put their hands on the shoulders of the person in front of them. If all 8.7 billion some-odd people on Earth were taking part in one big conga line, it would be extremely long.
Long like the Case Closed manga.
Case Closed is a long manga series at 1,146 chapters as of writing the script. Afro Legacy has stated that he didn't want to use One Piece in a bar because he felt that it was low-hanging fruit, and used Case Closed because it was not used in the previous cipher. However, this is incorrect, as GameboyJones did use case closed in My Money Long Like a Leg, the anthology, in the lines,
My money's longer than One Piece. That's cap. It's looking like case closed.
Your money short like you paid to sponsor.
Sponsors will give you money to promote their product. So if the sponsor you pick is poor, either in quality or monetarily, you will not get a lot of money.
My money tall, Frankenstein's monster.
In the original book by Mary Shelley, Frankenstein's monster is stated to be approximately 8 feet tall.
Your money short just like Nina or Peachy or Chi-Chi or Chubbs ain't seeing a gross bird.
Nina Hope, Just Peachy, Chi-Chi, and Chubbs are not tall people. Afro Legacy is saying that your, the listener's, money is quite small.
My money long like I waited for a road work.
When construction is happening on the road, it sometimes takes a long time to finish.
Long as the paper they give out as homework.
Some teachers give out a lot of homework.
My money longer than PP-me's head top.
PP-me from the series Pop Team Epic is a character who has a large head.
I got more gas than a rest stop.
Rest stops, or gas stations, as they're more commonly known as in my corner of the US, have a lot of gas. What Elisa means by this line I'm unsure of, as there are 4 things that I think it could be. Good songs, high-quality marijuana, actual gas, such as fossil fuels, or she is farting a lot. These 4 are listed in what I believe to be most to least true.
I got that tech like a desktop.
Desktop computers are technology, and in most homes are where most of the technology is located.
You get your clothes from a sweatshop.
Most clothing is made in sweatshops by impoverished people who are underpaid for the amount of work that they do.
There is no ethical consumption under capitalism, but I'm still gonna eat this beat.
Are you serious?
While you are under the banner of capitalism, there is no morally correct way for you to consume products. However, Lisa will still eat this beat. While neither consumption nor eat actually refer to food in this verse, both can be interpreted that way.
Factory farms have this country in a chokehold, but I'm gonna still eat this meat.
Most of the food, especially meat, you eat is mass-produced in a farm that raises livestock for the sole purpose of killing it. In the second part of this line, Elisa could be making a sexual innuendo where eating meat refers to giving a blowjob, or she could mean that she is going to have a hamburger or something. I don't know. I'm not Elisa.
Hey, mama need along like Jake.
Jake the dog is a character in the TV series Adventure Time who can stretch his body.
Bitch, I'm dragging this shit. I got cabbage and shit.
This may be a reference to the Cabbage Man in the Avatar The Last Airbender series, who is depicted with a pullable cart full of cabbages that is always getting destroyed.
And I'm pulling you weeds out of the way.
McGuire is calling everyone else weeds, which are things that aggressively compete with other plants by taking all of the resources for themselves.
My life ain't a movie, my life is a salvia trip.
A salvia trip typically causes one to hallucinate with cartoon-like visuals and become talkative and lively.
And I'm sorry, almost every time I go to a convention, someone brings up the Obama poop jokes thing from the last cipher.
In this line, McGuire is referring to the skit he made in the last cipher, My Money Long Like a Leg, the anthology, where he used a Barack Obama impression and said,
McGuire Music on Twitter. I really like it when he makes the funny poop jokes.
It's done. It's not funny anymore. It was barely funny when I did.
McGuire is being self-deprecating in this line, saying that his joke wasn't very funny to start. Opinions fluctuate on whether or not this is true, as someone who has made multiple jokes that may or may not have landed in this particular video. If you decide if a joke is funny, then that joke is funny to you.
It. And it's like, move on, get a job, live a life, have a family, like love those around you.
Participate in your community and stop bringing up 4-year-old jokes is what McGuire is saying in this line.
You're not a soundboard, you're a person, so start acting like one. Bitch.
Don't just repeat things you've heard on the internet because you think they sound funny. Make your own jokes and be funny on your own.
My money long like the longest of limbs.
This line is misspelt, as it is supposed to be limbs and not links, obviously in reference to the name of the song.
I don't sleep on the money, prolonging the blink.
Because Odwin is not sleeping, he will continue to make money even when others are not.
If I blink, then I'm obviously blind from the bling.
Odwin's jewelry is too bright and reflective, and that the only reason he would be blinking is because the light is reflecting off of his jewelry and into his eyes.
Knock off his top, we gon' shoot through his dreams.
Knock off his top means to shoot someone in their head. The shoot through his dreams probably means that Odwin will be shooting someone while they're asleep, or it is just another reference to shooting someone in the head.
My shooter cross-eyed, he aim for the spleen.
When you cross your eyes, objects move slightly off-center, so crossing your eyes or being cross-eyed while aiming at someone's heart would point you approximately at their spleen, which is slightly down and to the right.
I go help with his aim cause we work as a team.
Odwin helps those he works with.
Money spread long as the span of the wing.
While wingspan is typically used for birds, the human body also has a wingspan, being from fingertip to fingertip with your arms spread perpendicular from the rest of your body, and tall people tend to have larger wingspans.
Your money long as the list of people using Bing.
The ad-lib "nobody uses Bing" is missing from the Genius article, and I just thought I would point that out. But since nobody uses Bing, and the listener's, money is as long as their client list, you, the listener, must not have any money.
My money long like pesopete backyard.
According to Pesopete herself, she has a large backyard, and that is the entirety of why this line exists. I thought there would be more to it, but I guess not. I did not ask D-Tray about this line, but I don't have an easy way to contact D-Tray.
Had to give me just to make this track hard.
D-Tray is implying that if he was not on the cipher, this track would not be good. I do not think that this is true, however, within the braggadocious nature of rap, this does make sense.
100K special, you know that we racked up.
This song was made to celebrate HamSandwich reaching 100,000 subscribers.
Or it took 3 hours for this damn verse.
Or Arcadia apparently took a long time to send in his verse, or write it.
My money long like the DMV in my fucking city. I'm sick and tired of this shit, bro.
The Department of Motor Vehicles famously has long wait times.
I get in there at 6 and I leave at 5 the next day.
It is unclear how long D-Tray has been waiting in this line at his local DMV, however it is either 23 hours, 11 hours, or 35 hours. These options are all likely exaggerations as DMVs don't generally operate overnight, however the point is still quite clear.
My money long like a vector.
In mathematics, a vector is a term that refers to quantities that cannot be expressed by a single number. Therefore, there is not a single value that can quantify the amount of money that velocity has.
Your money funny like gestures.
Gestures were a popular form of comedy in the medieval and Renaissance periods, and your money funny in this line is also saying that it is not a lot.
To my section you get sequestered.
If you approach Velocity or their friends, you will be kept isolated from them.
Chopper turned to a specter.
Spectre is a synonym for ghost, and chopper is slang for gun. Velocity is saying that she will kill you with a gun.
My money longer than the distance I can cover on this motorcycle going fast as fuck. Holy shit.
According to her lore, Velocity rides a bloodthirsty, sentient motorcycle named Rush. This is likely the motorcycle she was referring to in this line.
Whip, so split.
Whip in this context is referring to a car, and pushing a car would not be fast.
You ain't never getting close to this.
No matter how much you try, you will never get to the level that Velocity is at.
My money long like my pictures of cats.
According to many who have interacted with him, Arcadia has a picture of a cat for almost every situation.
My money long like I shot up the bag.
This may be in reference to Sandbag-kun from the Super Smash Bros. Games, where it stars in a minigame where you must deal damage to the sandbag before hitting it with a home run bat to launch it as far as possible.
My money long like a Jonald release.
The last Jonald song that was released was approximately 2 months ago. The distance from that song to the song after was 5 months, and then another 2 months, the second and third.
My money long like I shot up from 3.
The 3-point line is approximately 23 feet away from the basket.
How many men in my pocket like grinders? So
many of the males who talk to Arcadia on his phone are gay, apparently.
Men in my pocket like me.
Many of the males who talk to Arcadia on their phone have a crush on him.
So many men in my pocket like binders.
This may mean that the men talking to Arcadia are trans men who have not yet undergone top surgery and are using chest binders so it appears that they do not have breasts. At some point in the past, MixWilliams made fun of Arcadia for falling and spraining their knees. There is a source to this. I do not remember what it was.
My money long like me.
This is typically something that someone tall would say when they are bragging about having a lot of money and being tall. As will be explained in the next line, this is untrue in this case.
Girl, that ain't much, and you like 5 feet.
The backing vocals call out Nina Hope because she is not tall, and is in fact quite short.
I know, and that's why I charge a fee for every track that I write and sing.
Because Nina Hope has money as long as her, and she is not tall, she does not have much money and charges money when she performs on tracks.
Speaking of him, I know it's not the best time, and I'm not trying to pull a kick flames, I promise, but could you maybe slide me like $5 for this? I could really use it.
The rapper Kick Flames has on multiple occasions asked for money from their fans and collaborators.
Wait, where are you going? No, don't leave. I really need to afford a PC next year.
This line assumes that HamSandwich would leave after Nina Hope asked for money so that she could attend Nerdcore PartyCon in 2026.
Get your legs out.
Setup line.
We manspreading all 2025.
Explained earlier.
My money long like Britney shit.
The Britney asterisk is referring to is Britney Spears.
Oop, I hit again.
This line is likely referencing the Britney Spears hit single Oops, I Did It Again and her album of the same name.
My money long like DJ Khaled shit.
DJ Khaled is a DJ, record producer, and media personality.
We the best.
We the Best Music is the name of DJ Khaled's record label, named after one of DJ Khaled's most famous catchphrases.
Pockets rolling hella deep.
This line is referencing Adele's song Rolling in the Deep, as will be made clear in the next line.
I feel like Adele.
Adele is a singer-songwriter known for her soulful voice.
I don't know the last line of the line.
The line that Asterisk forgot is either, damn, kiss me through the phone, suck me through the cell, or she started a line early and didn't add, damn, I'm feeling like 50 Cent, bitch, I'm in the club, in the beginning. Yeah. Filler line.
Hello.
Filler line. However, this is an odd placement for this line as it is the last line of this verse.
This my first on the track, I can barely record.
According to Apple Music, Koijin has one track, The Calf, which is this section of My Money Long Like a Leg, the encyclopedia.
Had to get some help from my friends on Discord.
Koijin says that she needed help from some of her friends to learn how to record music. One of these friends is likely HamSandwich.
We do the shit I can barely afford.
This seems to be talking about FL Studio, a digital audio workstation software that is quite costly.
Like, damn, nigga, this shit could feed a family of 4.
FL Studio is an expensive software with the most popular package costing almost $200.
Got my money running along like a yaoi bookstore.
Yaoi manga are famed for having characters with extremely long fingers and hands.
Men on men, stacked so high I can't even see my floor.
Yaoi is a genre of anime, manga, and Japanese entertainment focused on gay men and the love stories between them.
Section 5. The ankle.
My money long and stilts.
Stilts are tools that people can use to make themselves cartoonishly tall.
Nigga, talk shit on the gang, how you get killed, nigga.
If you are against Vasto's friends, he will kill you.
Now you can see what I got is concealed, nigga.
Vasto is hiding guns on their person.
You don't want this reveal, nigga.
It will be bad if Vasto is required to take their guns out.
My money long just like dimensions on Resident.
Instagram Reels is a vertical content app similar to TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Because of this, the dimensions that creators make their content in are longer or taller than they must be wide.
Bitch, when I'm still like she trying to do tilts, nigga.
Someone is giving Vasto a handjob, crazy style. Banana peels are slippery, bananas have a similar shape to guns, and to peel a cap can mean to shoot someone.
Them niggas suck, but they up so you tip.
The people you associate yourself with are bad people, but they have money and are popular, so you are willing to hang out with them to mooch off of their fame.
My money long is my college tuition.
College tuition, especially in the States, is quite an expensive endeavor.
Not dunking them hoes, Jayhawk how I'm with.
The University of Kansas basketball team, the Jayhawks, boast an incredible 2,400 wins as of late 2025.
And I'm fitted with Dylan, you swear that we twinning.
Swave is referring to HamSandwich by his legal name, saying that he and HamSandwich were fitted for likely designer clothes that are either similar or matching.
Not fuck on a bitch, then leave, I'm a villain.
Swave will have sex with a woman and leave immediately after, which is not a kind thing to do, and something that possibly a villain would do.
Life short, you got dots on your head like you Krillin.
Dots on your head like you Krillin is referring to the 6 dots that the character Krillin from the Dragon Ball series has on his forehead, but also the light from snipers.
Head off to Vegas, you know that I'm sinning.
Las Vegas is sometimes referred to as the City of Sin.
Just kidding, I'm staking it stacks on my bills.
This line is implying that Swave is making money based off of the invoices sent to him. Also, a personal gripe, the people writing lyrics at Genius don't know how to read. I wrote this line thinking he was talking about being a landlord. That's not what it says. It's not buildings, it's billings.
Name Swave, man, you know what the deal is. It's up.
That is Swave's name, and the deal is that his verse is over.
Money longer than complaints from these Karen ass niggas find the smallest fucking issues in a bitch.
Karen is a name jokingly given to typically middle-aged women who are very opinionated on subjects that do not require as strong opinions as they hold.
My money longer than the amount of niggas that will test a nigga and they really never hop off my dick.
Many people will attempt to challenge Louverture, but will always end up praising him excessively. This is in reference to the Leaders of History cipher by Rusage, where Louverture uses a similar line when he plays Napoleon Bonaparte.
Hold up, wrong song, shit.
Louverture has realized that the song he is on now is not the Leaders of History cipher.
Please nigga, sit the fuck down.
You, the listener, should stop being so annoying.
Please nigga, hush your damn mouth.
You, the listener, should stop talking.
Long like your granny's nipples.
Apparently, Drizzy has seen your, the listeners, grandmother's nipples, and they were long. Whatever that means.
I built a bridge out of 20s and nickels.
Drizzy has enough money to build a bridge out of fairly large bills and coins.
I know my money's the longest, cause if it's not, then I'll be lying, and I don't fucking lie.
Drizzy is saying that he has to have the most money because he is not a liar, and if he did not have the most money, then he would be lying.
It's longer than the Epstein list.
Drizzy is implying that a lot of people visited Epstein's Island.
Don't longer than it takes for them to release the Epstein list.
The existence of the Epstein files was once claimed to be real, and then claimed to be false, and then claimed to be real and to be released, and then it was claimed to be false, and then it was released with almost everything redacted, and then it was released with most of it still redacted.
Or you could say he has elongated currency.
The last two words of this line are synonyms of long money, the theme of this song.
Let's see, Rihanna forehead bread.
Rihanna is a singer who does in fact have a large forehead.
My money long as my clip cause I got it extended.
Ironic Not Savage has extended the clip of their bullets for their gun like they have with their money.
All about Vegas momentum.
Ironic Not Savage is likely using the name of the final dungeon in Persona 5, which is over 100 floors, to say that their wallet and money is extremely big. Or long.
Over here buying you whipping a wrench.
Ironic Not Savage is buying cars with their exorbitant wealth, while all that you can do is rent cars to look a fraction as cool as them.
Pop the toolie at your temple.
Ironic Not Savage is pointing his gun at your head at the point right next to your ear.
Call me the rock cause I got me the driving power for the bag.
This line references the song by Tech9, Face Off, featuring Joey Cool, King Iso, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, where Dwayne The Rock Johnson starts off his verse with the line, "It's about drive, it's about power, we stay hungry, we devour."
Still copping when the economy's bad.
Ironic Not Savage will still be buying things when the economy is not doing well and things are much more expensive.
Cause if I spend it, I'm making it back.
Ironic Not Savage is fine with buying things when they cost more because he knows that he will earn his money back.
My money long as a snowstorm.
Snowstorms can vary in length, just like any other type of storm. However, the effects of a snowstorm are generally felt longer than others.
He tryna blam, click the pistol, just jamming, we're perform.
Blam is an onomatopoeia for shooting a gun. The gun in this context has jammed and will not shoot. This may also be a reference to a penis not being able to ejaculate.
On a limb like this verse is a leg up.
Out on a limb means to do something risky. Having a leg up means to do better than others. So this line would mean that 2HaloZani is taking a risk to be better than their competition. This is also a play off of the name of the song, My Money Long Like a Leg. A chauffeur is a person that drives people around, so if 2HaloZani is with his chauffeur, he can kick his legs up, relax, because he does not have to drive. Going postal is a phrase that means to get irrationally angry. I assume that 2HaloZani is not talking about themselves, as this statement and the previous contradict each other. Whoever this he is scary and selected by God. Both coders and composers design things. However, a composer is probably a better pick in this context because composers create music. Whoever the he, 2HaloZani, is talking about is waving around a gun and shooting it.
My money long, Ocarina of Time.
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time takes approximately 26 hours to complete.
My money long like TSA line.
The Transportation Security Administration has a reputation of taking a long time to get through.
Don't get me wrong, you go DOA.
Omar Came Up may be saying that if you mess with him, he will put a bounty on your head, DOA meaning dead or alive in this case. Or he means that when you come to see him, he will kill you immediately. In this case, DOA would mean dead on arrival.
Bad bitch from DOA.
Omar Came Up is likely referring to Kasumi, the main protagonist from the Dead or Alive game franchise. Alternatively, he could be saying that there is a beautiful woman in the Nepalese Department of Archaeology.
But she annoying like Tekken 8 Clive.
The character, Clive Rosfield, is the protagonist of Final Fantasy XIV and a DLC character in Tekken 8, who is apparently annoying for various reasons that I do not entirely understand.
Pick any beat and I swear I slide.
Omar Came Up will do a good job on any beat that you give him.
Think you better than me, you must really like lime.
You are not better than Omar Came Up, so for you to say that you are, you must not be telling the truth.
Your money short like people still saying My Little Omar came up in 2025.
The origin of this phrase originates from a troll entry in a rap contest where the artist Say Dada refers to his penis as My Little Omar, and Came Up he uses to mean got an erection.
Like you guys are the most annoying people ever, bro. Like
if you say My Little Omar Came Up believes you to be extremely annoying.
Why are you still commenting My Little Omar came up on my post from 2 years ago?
As will be explained in the next line, the origin of My Little Omar Came Up is from a video more recent than 2 years ago.
Bro, like that shit happened a year ago when Kid Rohan trolled the rap contest a year ago.
In 2024, Kid Rohan used the pseudonym Say Dada to make 2 entries into Audouin's 2024 rap contest in order to troll the judges. I will not go into full context here, however, Kid Rohan has made a video on his channel that goes over everything about the contest and why he did it. That video will be linked in the cards.
That shit was funny when it happened. Now it's annoying.
In the moment when Kid Rohan was trolling the rap contest held by AO Audouin, this was funny. 1 year in the future, it no longer is.
Go somewhere, bro.
Stop annoying Omar Came Up and leave.
Y'all need the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, a job application, love from your mother, love from your...
Omar Came Up is saying that the reason he finds you annoying is because you did not get the love from your family as a child. He is also telling you to find God and get a job.
So, y'all come here often?
HamSandwich takes over here to break up Omar Came Up first and to make it seem longer than it truly is.
This nigga is still talking.
HamSandwich is once again trying to create the illusion of Omar Came Up's monologue lasting even longer.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Omar Came Up has apparently gone on for so long that what he was talking about has become almost irrelevant to what he is currently talking about.
Somewhere and do something with your life.
Instead of commenting, "My little Omar Came Up is urging you to benefit society in some way.
Touch some grass, my nigga. God damn.
This is a common insult used to tell people to go outside and get off of the internet. Bumbleclat! Bumbleclat is a term used to describe shock or surprise.
This nigga HamSandwich on a verse from me, bro. I do not rap.
Silverhound is a prominent producer in the Nerdcore space and is not known for his rapping.
Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
For the 100,000 subscriber special, Silverhound will rap if HamSandwich wants it.
Silva, what the heck is this?
This is Silverhound's producer tag.
My money long like a snake 10 feet.
There are many occurrences of 10-foot long snakes, so there is no way to know if there is one specific snake Silverhound is referring to. However, most, if not all occurrences, were pythons.
He took time on me like a break-ins beat.
Break-ins makes music that some might consider an acquired taste, meaning that they need time and experience to truly enjoy it. Or, break-ins takes a long time to make beats. I don't know. I don't listen to break-ins.
We're too damn hard just to make ends meet.
Silverhound was working extremely hard to make sure that they could live.
Roll up a good blunt and I pray stress sleep.
Smoking weed is often used as a form of stress relief.
Ain't none of you niggas touch base with me.
No one can talk to or connect with Silverhound.
Except TyWild, HamSandwich, made PG.
TyWild, HamSandwich, and itsjeesh are the only ones on Silverhound's level.
Taking my money long just to walk Lil Nas up a song for a party in LA and Greece.
In August of 2025, the artist Lil Nas X was found roaming the streets of LA in nothing but his boxers.
Taking my money longer than the plane of existence.
The plane of existence in this context likely refers to the observable universe, which is approximately 93 billion light years in diameter.
This one I'm taking a bitch, but the paper I'm...
Wait, cut. He was going off. What happened?
Alright.
Filler line.
Alright, okay, that's enough, Silva. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Alright, we gotta cut you off there.
Disagree. Release the Silva cut, you coward.
Omar ate like half of the fucking beat. Anyway.
You let it happen. Cut off Omar, not Silva.
It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Given the people who have yet to be on the cipher, it is pretty easy to deduce what the last section will be.
The loop section!
Yeah!
Loop is the collective that HamSandwich is a part of and is an acronym for Last of Our People.
So you know who we gotta kick that shit off with. You already know.
This is in reference to the last song of the series, My Money Long Like a Leg, the anthology, where HamSandwich starts the song by saying,
The shortest person here, Sean, talk to.
Section 6. The foot.
This line approximately translates to, my money long, yeah, my money long. Chubbs is repeating the tagline of this song. Yo, bump in this shit, it'll attack your ear, is the translation of this line. Attacking your ear may refer to music with a powerful backing. The squad in this bitch, see everyone present. There are 62 people on the cipher, so yes, everyone is here. We spit in that fire, you know why. Spitting fire is slang for rapping well. 100,000 for Dylan, that shit's so thrillin'. Chubbs is using HamSandwich's legal name in this line and is referring to him reaching 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. I feel like a villain, cash flow be spillin'. The most likely meaning I could find behind this line is that Chubbs is a villain and has so much money that they could lose plenty without worry, or that they are causing you, the listener, to lose a lot of money. Making a killing is slang for earning a lot of money.
My money long, you wouldn't believe it.
You would not believe how long Chubbs' money is. If any of the translations in this part were off or wrong, I do apologize. I don't speak whatever language this is, and I used Google Translate.
My money long like a TNT ad.
Apparently, when playing NBA games, the TNT network, along with ABC and ESPN, will play ads after every play.
Zero excuses, I move like I'm Maxi.
In Tyrese Maxey's first couple days with the Philadelphia 76ers, their coach said that at the end of the season, they can have as many excuses as to why they did or did not win. Or they can have zero excuses, and that stuck with him apparently. Kuroshi was taken as saying that you are doing everything that they are doing, but not as fast as they are doing it.
See what they do in the match.
Everybody is trying to be on the same level as Kuroshi was taken. This is not entirely true, however, in the braggadocious nature of rap culture, this is a common saying. Kakashi is a character from the Naruto series who is known as the Copy Ninja because of his ability to learn his opponent's attacks just by watching them.
This hoe at a party, call her Kobayashi.
A famous line in the movie Step Brothers is, "Randy here is going to eat your dick like Kobayashi," referring to the Japanese competitive eater Takeru Kobayashi. My interpretation of this line is Kuroshi was taken saying that there is a woman at a party giving fellatio to many people. I cannot parse out what this line means. Even looking it up does not give me anything specific. So this could mean that the video editors messed up and put in the wrong lyrics. It has happened before. I am sure it will happen again. Or I didn't do enough research. Either possibility is equally likely. Tartarus is an impossibly deep pit.
This monster is pockets like Ash, but I walk with the fun.
Ash is the main character from the Pokemon anime, which is a portmanteau of pocket monsters. Pockets in this context is referring to JHB Boss's money. A common phrase when talking about bosses is that they are talking money, meaning that they are constantly talking about business. And as seen in his name, JHB Boss is a boss. JHB Boss has too much money, and you, the listener, have none. Mr. Fantastic is a character from Marvel Comics that has the ability to stretch, and moolah is a way to say money. Relating back to the last line, Mr. Fantastic is a member of the Fantastic Four. Additionally, holding up four fingers in Florida, where JHB Boss is from, could also mean to represent your block or your hood.
Take all the bread from my team, bring the cash.
Bread is slang for money, so JHB Boss is taking all of the money for him.
None but crumbs, cause that boy is a boss.
Looking at the previous line, crumbs likely means small amounts of money.
My money long is my hate for Jalen Green.
Ariel Ace apparently hates the shooting guard for the Phoenix Suns quite a lot if the theme of this song is to be followed.
Boy, change your name, you cannot screen it.
Jalen Green should change his name because he cannot earn money. Possibly. I don't follow basketball.
Put some whipped cream on that jump shot.
Ariel Ace is saying that Jalen Green needs to make their jump shot smoother.
Put some water on that jump shot.
Ariel Ace is saying that Jalen Green needs to make their jump shot smoother.
Damn, there's a Robitussin to that jump shot.
Robitussin is a medicine that helps to ease cold and flu symptoms. Ariel Ace is saying that Jalen Green needs to make their jump shot smoother.
You ever wonder why your ass in Phoenix?
This is likely Ariel Ace saying that Jalen Green was traded to the Phoenix Suns as a punishment.
Shit, I lost the rhythm.
Ariel Ace starts rapping off the rhythm of the beat in the previous line.
Oh, that's you!
Jalen Green apparently loses the rhythm a lot.
Only draft you should have picked in is up, don't say it.
Setup line.
Football stadium.
The only draft you should have picked in is a football stadium seems to be a playful jab, using the other definition of draft being a current of cool air, rather than a draft being the picking of players for a team.
My money long like a Alolan Executor.
Alolan Executor is a Pokemon renowned for its incredibly long neck.
Bitch give me neck, but she still get ahead of herself.
Neck is slang for blowjob, but the neck also connects to the head, as in a head of herself.
I ain't spreading no wealth to competitive.
Blacks will not be giving out money to people in the same space as him.
Unload the clip till they click on the net.
Editors will take clips that have been recorded and put, or click, them together to create a final product that flows together well. This line is also saying that Blacks has a gun and will shoot it until it's empty.
You niggas federal, you niggas fake.
Federal generally relates to the US government, however it could also relate to any central government that is made up of smaller local governments.
Tryna top out that money you make it to death.
You, the listener, don't even make $1.
Fraction of passion, you ass and forget it.
You, the listener, are not nearly as passionate about music as Blacks. Because of that, you are bad at creating music.
Passing a blast, that is actually skill.
It is doubtful that you could ever overlook Blacks.
My money long as the Simpsons season.
There are currently 37 seasons of The Simpsons, and they have been renewed through their 40th season.
When I try to you better give a reason.
If you are going to go after I Am Chris Craig, then you had better have a reason.
Money long as the time that I had to wait for NPC to hit.
Nerdcore PartyCon is a yearly event, so the wait from one Nerdcore PartyCon to the next is 1 year, approximately.
Money long as a Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama is a French basketball player with a wingspan of almost 8 feet, which means his arms are also almost 4 feet long.
I mean, nigga, it's gargantuan.
Victor Wembanyama does have limbs that could be considered gargantuan.
25 M's for the income tax, wait for the bands.
25 M's is talking about the millions that I Am Chris Craig has in income tax.
My money long like,
Setup line.
roads, ropes, slopes.
Roads, ropes, and slopes can be many lengths. However, for the sake of this song, we will assume that dripstick means very long.
And your time to cope when your hoe give me throat.
Dripstick is saying that you, the listener, have a long time to deal with the fact that your, the listener's, girlfriend is cheating on you and giving Dripstick a blowjob.
She longs for me, we keep it on the low.
Your, the listener's, girlfriend wants to be with Dripstick, but they don't talk about it much.
But she helps me count my money cause it's longer than diary notes.
When writing in a diary, people generally write long messages about their day.
Rifles and a fire hose, vines and a lifetime of soap for you nerds cause you don't fucking shower.
There is a stereotype of nerds and people with nerdy interests not taking showers and making the venues they appear at smell terrible. If I may, this is a bad line, as a lifetime supply of something for someone who does not use that thing would not be a very large.
We got a leg up on
My money long like the wait for the fallout.
Cole is saying that he will not be a bad rapper for a long time.
Fresh with the fit, you know I get a haul.
Fresh in this context means to look good, and fit means the clothes you are wearing and the outfit you put together. People commonly also refer to bringing home clothes from shopping as a haul.
Team playing DSA getting no shots out.
Cole and his team are very good at keeping you from doing anything.
Dress it for me, then she take it all off.
Your, the listener's, girlfriend is dressing up so that she looks good for Cole and then is taking off her clothes so that the two can have sex.
She trying to have fun, so I'm over there some night.
By have fun, Cole is inferring that your, the listener's, girlfriend wants to have sex with him, so he is at your house sometimes.
Don't gotta rap us, you know that I'm dumb nice.
Even if Cole doesn't do a lot of rapping, you can tell he is very good at it.
Career, what happens when you ain't do none, right?
Some anonymous his has a poor career, similar to one that would happen if someone made only bad decisions.
Your money short, that should sound like Chubbs.
Chubbs is a vertically challenged person.
My money long like my love for Hispanic women.
Kyo loves Spanish-speaking women from Spain, South America, Central America, and the Caribbean.
Like you know I just love Latina Sonic.
There is a famous meme video where Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic the Hedgehog series tells Sonic the Hedgehog that he loves Latinas. While Hispanic and Latina are similar, they are not the same thing.
Stack my money, you niggas can't see beyond it.
Kyo has so much money that he can effectively build a wall out of his money that you, the listener, cannot see past.
Build a bridge over obstacles, see I cross it.
Additionally, with his money, Kyo can build a bridge to pass any obstacles in his way.
Like a hoe at the pump, you forgot your wallet.
Kyo may be referring to someone who purposely forgets their wallet to get something for free. However, I am unsure about this conclusion.
I'm like Poe at the pump, nigga, I got options.
Poe at the pump could refer to paying at the gas pump, which will give you multiple options on how to pay. Kyo could also be referring to Politicus, as I have heard many people in the nerdcore scene refer to Politicus as Poe.
Stocks and a bond, ain't nobody stopping.
Stocks and bonds are a form of investment. Kyo is saying that he will continue to earn money from his investments.
You ain't loop if you not for profit, little bitch.
You cannot be part of the Loop Collective if you are not doing what you do for profit. Additionally, Kyo ends his verse the same way he ends most, if not all of his verses, with the phrase, "Lil' bitch."
Bitch, 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 bitch.
Apparently, Politicus's mother would beat him with a whip or a whip-like object.
I'm here. It's legged.
Told you my mother's still whipping me, she long as fuck.
For whips to be effective, it is best for them to be long.
My money be longer than nails of bitches who be claiming hot Cheeto pop.
There is a stereotype of the most annoying woman you know who has extremely long nails, is constantly eating hot Cheetos, and is likely on the heavier side.
I don't get it, if they on my dick then they know that it be long enough.
If you're having sex with Politicus, you would know that they have a long penis.
Asking what my money on.
People are asking how Politicus handles his money.
TFT investing plus, while you ain't maintain that crugs, damn.
Invested Plus is an augment in Teamfight Tactics that allows you to gain 26 gold and reroll on the shop. Making 10 at Krugs likely refers to making 10 gold off of Krugs in Teamfight Tactics. However, it could also refer to making less than minimum wage at Krugs Tavern in Newark, New Jersey. Your Blackwell has realized something.
I mean, at this point, what even can we say?
Can anything else be said about how long one's money is?
My money long, we had to come up to anyway.
The answer turns out to be yes. I do not know what anyway means.
Said his money longer and shit a seasonal anime.
The longest seasonal animes are only around 24 episodes. When most people are comparing their money to One Piece, a series well above 1,000 episodes, 24 is not that long.
My money so long, that shit come with a filibuster.
Generally, in older anime, when creating the anime is catching up to the manga, the people creating the anime will add arcs known as filler arcs that have nothing to do with the main plot.
So flashback just to show you who the pillars are.
Mira Blackwell's analogy continues in this line, saying that you would need a flashback to remind you of who the important characters are in an anime as long as his money. Mira Blackwell will take clips from his shows to make sure people are aware that he is the main character.
And a part doesn't happen like a thriller bark, nigga.
In the One Piece arc, Thriller Bark, the character Zoro goes through an extreme ordeal where he is forced to take on all of the pain of his captain Luffy, in addition to all of the pain he has already incurred. After this, when asked about what he did, he says the iconic line, "Nothing happened."
It's time for leg.
Look,
Filler line.
my money longer than my catalog front and back.
HamSandwich has released a lot of songs, therefore to listen to his entire discography twice would take a long time.
Brand new chop, got a op doing jumping jack.
In this line, HamSandwich is referring to getting a new gun and shooting at the ground below someone's feet, forcing them to jump to avoid being shot.
Fucking with my niggas will turn him to a trucker hat.
Trucker hats have a solid front to display a logo and so that the hat can keep its shape. In the back they are mesh and full of holes, so if you mess with HamSandwich or his friends, he will shoot you many times.
Tweeting like a bird, now he's suffering the sucker attack.
Tweety Bird is a character from Looney Tunes. Their nemesis/rival, Sylvester, often uses the term "suffering succotash."
On a case butcher, but your girls give another plaque.
When a creator reaches 100,000 subscribers, YouTube sends them a silver plaque inscribed with a play button and the creator's name. HamSandwich is also referring to a blowjob when he says other plaques, as plaque is a buildup of gunk on someone's teeth.
Shorty giving slop top and I ain't even hummer back.
There is a woman pleasuring HamSandwich with a blowjob, but he is not pleasuring her in any way.
I'm in the neck like Tyler Lumberjack.
Lumberjack is a song by Tyler, the Creator.
Fuck us, trans whites, free Gaza, my money longer than Israel. But
the Immigration and Customs Enforcement is a defense program aimed to protect America from cross-border crime, which on the surface is a good thing. However, they are vastly overstepping their reach, raiding houses and using excessive force to tear families apart and killing multiple innocent, legal American citizens. People who transition their gender because they don't feel comfortable in the body they were born in should have just as many rights as everyone else, which should be the rights that America was founded upon and all of the rights that have since been added. I am obviously talking about transgender Americans, as that is the country that both I and HamSandwich live in. As of writing these notes, Gaza and Israel are in a ceasefire. Hopefully this lasts, however, who knows. And HamSandwich has money longer than 263 miles.
I can't lie, it ain't longer than Israel.
Setup line.
Israel's APAC money been fueling the vitriol.
The American-Israel Public Affairs Committee is a bipartisan, pro-Israel, and thus pro-genocide, group that advocates for strong U.S.-Israel relations, including sending military and economic aid through Congress. Despite that, we're still going to get through this.
Meet me in solo queue, Nugget McBucket.
Nugget McBucket is HamSandwich's profile on League of Legends. What he's saying is that he can beat you one-on-one. In an interview conducted with Ironic Not Savage, who was also on the cipher, HamSandwich revealed that all of his online usernames are food-based. This may be in reference to HamSandwich's real name being Dylan Hines.
You niggas pussy, you don't even fuck it.
The listener are a scaredy cat and you don't even have sex.
Strap like a pride parade, don't even tuck him.
Strap refers to both a gun and a penis in this context. HamSandwich is saying that he has a gun on him and is not hiding it, and relating that back to someone at Pride not keeping their penis tucked away.
I'd rather just sock you in the face, Sam Puckett.
Sam Puckett is a character from iCarly, where a running bit for her is to carry a sock filled with butter that she would hit people with. Sock is also another word for punch.
Yeah.
Filler line.
Put that aside, all I'm feeling is love.
Disregard all of the lines about violence. HamSandwich does not feel hate.
Niggas done came and went, but I came, forget where I came from.
People have come in and out of HamSandwich's life, however he will forever remember his origins.
When I told my parents I was quitting school, yeah, I probably looked like the insane one.
When HamSandwich dropped out of school, his parents did not approve.
Because the music hadn't even paid one.
HamSandwich had not been paid by YouTube or Spotify or any other streaming platform when he dropped out of school.
But I felt the wave, knew my day was coming.
HamSandwich knew that he would be paid at some point, paid enough to make a living.
Most of the niggas I'm with still my day one.
HamSandwich is still friends with most of the people who have supported him since the beginning.
This If you hate me, then kill me or say something, at least.
Here, HamSandwich is telling you to do something about your hate and not to just steep in it.
Smelly ass nerds, wash your feet.
There is a stereotype of nerds and people with nerdy interests not taking showers and making the venues they appear at smell terrible.
Wash your ass, nigga, wash your teeth.
Some men have an aversion to washing their ass because they are afraid that it will make them gay, whatever that means.
My money long as this verse, I extended it.
This is the longest verse on the cipher, especially the longest verse that does not have a skit in it. This line is also a callback to the last My Money Long Like a Leg song, where HamSandwich says,
My money long like this beat, I extended it. Niggas gon' put respect on my penmanship.
People will respect the writing of HamSandwich.
My shorty jiggle physics on some Zenless shit.
The Zenless Zone Zero is a game known to have high levels of jiggle physics, especially on its female characters.
Millie gold on my body like Sengenjin. Bye.
Sengenjin is a monster in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game that is said to carry the Millennium Items, 7 golden items that have magic powers.
Yeah.
Adlib.
See you in a million.
The My Money Long Like a Leg series has been used by HamSandwich to mark milestones in his subscriber count. The anthology was a celebration for hitting 10,000 subscribers, the encyclopedia is a celebration for reaching 100,000 subscribers, and I personally cannot wait for the next installment, My Money Long Like a Leg, The Yellow Pages, as a celebration for hitting 1 million subscribers. Adlib.
Get your legs out.
Setup line.
We manspreading on 2025.
Explained earlier. Well, that was the breakdown of every section, verse, bar, and line set in the 2025 song, My Money Long Like a Leg, the encyclopedia. Thank you for watching if you managed to make it to this point. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Comment what your favorite bit was, what your favorite bar was. If you don't think I was actually funny in this video, your grocery list, anything really, it all helps. Subscribe if you want content that isn't like this in the slightest. Hype the video if it is easy for you to do so, and is still available. And know that I will never be doing another bar-by-bar breakdown something ever again. And if I do, it will not be a song. I would sooner break down the Brennan Lee Mulligan Almond Red, check that out too, before I break down the shortest of songs. And finally, do yourself a favor and check out everyone who is a part of the cipher if you have not already. Goodbye, and I will see you at the end of this month for Monster Week.
I'm dragging dimensions. 2 Kamui's 2D's 2D dimension. Damn, all that pain cause a ninja depression. My initial D big feel like Unreal Engine. All the cards up on my deck can make hell sing. Go in the night raid and leave you a hell scene. You kinda useless like Aqua not helping. Caribbean whipping on mocha belting. Just stay sick on these hands, I'm a tune it.